How are you? Happy Monday. Welcome to our Make Money Monday Live. I'm so excited to be here with you today. So, as you're popping in, say hello. I am going to share this out to our groups. We have our free group, the Modern Direct Seller Tribe. Then we also have our Modern Direct Seller Academy. Shout out for all of our Academy members. I am super excited to be here this morning. It has been a couple of weeks of really a lot of travel, a lot happening going on. So happy to be here in my office. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Good to see you. So here today at home for a day, just a day. I unpacked everything when I got back from Montreal last night, and I laughed that I literally would be repacking today because tomorrow we are leaving for Los Angeles, going to see Taylor Swift. Super excited for that. I'm taking my daughter. And then from LA, we're headed to Toronto, and I'll be speaking at the She's Got Legs conference. So lots of good stuff going on. The family's coming with me next week, in a couple of days for this next trip. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. But I'm so happy to be here today. It's hard to believe it's August. I don't know about you guys, but for those of you with littles and kiddos that are thinking about back to school, I know some schools have already started. Some schools are starting this week. Some of us are starting in a couple of weeks, but we're definitely in that back to school mode, which also, as a direct seller, signals that it is really time to get back to business because fall season is upon us. So super excited for the fall and everything good coming up. Since this is technically our first, I don't know, maybe I was here last. Yeah. Oh, no, it's the first Monday of August. I was thinking, yeah, August 1st was Tuesday. So this is the first Monday of August. And I figured today would be a good day to share just a little bit around goal setting, thinking about your plan for the month, but also thinking a little bit more about really what activities you are going to embrace and make happen during the month of August. So I said I was sharing this. Let me actually go ahead and share it. I just started talking. I think I mentioned Taylor Swift and I got too excited. Let me go ahead and share this in our groups. So August is here. And as we're thinking about goals for the month, if you haven't had the time really to set those goals and think about what you want to be doing for the month of August, a couple of areas that I love to focus goals in. Hey, Carmen, welcome. Good morning. So a couple of areas. One, I would think about your bank account goal. How much money do you want to put in your account during the month of August? Second, I would back that out to determine your sales goal. So if I want to make $1,000 in the month of August and I make a 25% commission, I need to sell 4,000 in personal volume, right? So knowing our personal sales volume to reach our bank account goal. And then the third goal that I want you to think about is really that team goal, right? What is my goal for my team? You might quantify that in the group volume for your team. You might think about the number of people on your team or the number of new people you personally want to add to your team or the rest of the team collectively is going to add. So I would really put some time into thinking about those goals for the month. This is something I go through every month for my own business. I have a big whiteboard across the table from me. You can't see it because the camera's facing the other way. Maybe in the new office view, we'll be able to show it to you. But I have it segmented for the next 3 months, right? So right now I'm looking at August, September, October, and planning out the big milestones in those months and reevaluating those goals at the top of each month to make sure that I'm in alignment. So if you don't have a way to keep track of your goals, a whiteboard is great. A Post-it note is great. We have our Best Year Ever workbook, which is great. There's a digital version of that inside the Academy. Or if you're looking for a physical copy of it, it's pretty awesome. I don't know if I have one sitting right here, but oh yeah, I do. So you can actually go through this entire planning process in the workbook, which is pretty cool. And it's not dated. So it's not like it's something that, you won't be able to use next year. You'll be able to use it for the next 12 months. And it's really pretty, really free Best Year Ever workbook. So definitely take a peek at that, or you can always grab that digital version if you're hanging out with us inside the Academy. So a couple of other things. Let's think about activities to support those goals during the month of August. So just like our kiddos are going back to school, you might want to get kind of back to business in your own business. Maybe there's things that you're trying to do that you've never done before, right? I'll give a little bit of a shout out here, actually. Teresa with Jay Bloom recently joined the Academy, and she sent her kind of her information about, what her goals are and what she's hoping to gain from the Academy. And she wrote a sentence in there that stood out to me. It said, "I am open to doing things I've never done." Oh my gosh, how incredible. So shout out to Teresa, but anyone else that really has that mentality, or maybe that is an affirmation that you want to keep at the forefront this month. I am open to doing things I've never done, right? Because when growth happens, we're typically out of our comfort zone and we're doing things we've never done before. So that went right along with the theme for today, all around why not try something new? Why not? What's the worst that happens? It flops, you learn something, you try it a different way. So if you've been running your business for the last 8 months of 2023 or the last few years of your business in the same way, I want to challenge you this month to try something new. So if you are an in-person party person, I want to challenge you to try something different on virtual parties. Or if you're running virtual parties and they're not going as well as you had hoped, I want to challenge you to switch it up, right? So maybe you're running a 3-day party. Switch that up to a 15-minute party. Switch it up to a party in a post. If you're used to popping up in a separate group, right? Like, have it happen within your customer VIP group to grow that membership. So being open to trying new things and doing things differently than you have in the past is going to lead you to growth. If you haven't done a vendor event, go sign up for a vendor event, right? This is the time. There are lots and lots of events coming up for the fall season. This is the time to go sign up for those events and secure your spot. Maybe you've never done a pop-up event. And the way I talk about a pop-up event is where you go pop up with your stuff in a local shop. So that could be like a hairstylist, that could be a coffee shop, that could be a lobby of a preschool, that could be a teacher's lounge, right? Think about maybe those things or those places where your customers are hanging out, but you haven't met them yet, right? How great would it be to serve all the teachers at my kid's school with my product? I wonder what it would take to ask if I could do a pop-up during back to school week in their teacher's lounge, right? So those are the kinds of things to think a little bit outside the box, right? And I think we're going to need that this season. Going into 2023 fall season, the things that maybe worked really well in the past are looking a little bit different. And those that are willing to put themselves out there and innovate and try something new and do something outside their comfort zone is going to capture their attention of their customers. So today's challenge, this month's challenge, the theme for the week is really why not? Why not try something new? Try to do something that you've never done before and see what kind of results you get. You may find out that you hate it. And I joke because back in my corporate job, I had a lot of interns that worked with me. I had lots and lots of interns. And one of the things I always told them when they started their internship was, you're going to find things that you really love and things that you really don't love. And part of having this internship is identifying those things you really don't love so you don't get a job going to do that. Right? So it's kind of the same approach. Try some things, see how you like it, right? It might surprise you. You might realize like, okay, this isn't my thing, right? Or you might realize, wow, that was really exhilarating. That was really exciting. That was for me, right? So I'm seeing a couple of comments pop through. I'd love to hear for those that are on live watching right now, or even if you're watching the replay, let us know if there's one thing that pops into your mind that you're thinking, all right, like I think I why not? Why not give that a try this month? Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. One of the questions that you'll actually find in the Best Year Ever workbook when you're going through the monthly game plan is, what are you doing that you're not quite ready for? Right? So I think the best responses in our conversations are, what are those things that you're doing that you're just not really that ready for, but you're going to do anyway? Yeah? Open to doing new things, trying to do things a different way. So that's the theme here. I'd love to hear from those in the comments. Yeah, vendor events are super fun. More reels, but trying to be consistent. And 17,000 views. Oh my gosh, Carmen, that's huge. That is huge, right? So that's a great example. It could be on social media. Maybe you've never gone live on Instagram. Maybe you've never gone live on your personal page. Maybe you've never created a reel and linked it up to your Facebook page. Or maybe whatever it might be. Scroll party. Great example, Julia. A lot of people are intrigued with this idea of a scroll party, right? So we've been talking about this a lot in our Oh My High sister product space, is how you can create a scroll party and get the information that you're looking for in a really quick, fast, efficient way, and serving your customers through a scroll party versus maybe a more traditional online party. So I'd love to hear how that goes. Yeah, jumped into Project Broadcast, totally messy, not ready. Had it on my to-do list for months, just jumped in and used it with my team. Yes, Anita, so good, right? And during that process, you kind of learn by doing. And I think that's the best part, right? You can watch all the trainings and all the videos. I have them all, trust me, right? But sometimes when you just jump in and you do it, really amazing things happen, right? All right, Lori's going to do her first party in a post in her VIP group. Love that. Having that deadline will encourage her to get the content, the graphics done. Not perfectly, but good enough. Absolutely. So true, right? Better done than perfect. So get out there, do it. You're going to learn from it. Rebecca has a huge ongoing fundraiser that she's working on, and she's realizing that she needs to think outside the box. So doing lives, doing reels, getting way out of your comfort zones. Oh my gosh. And a fundraiser is the perfect excuse because nobody can be mad at you for doing a fundraiser, right? The more you talk about it, the more you put it out there, the better for the cause it is. Yes, yes. I love it. It hurt your brain big time. Scary part of the scroll party, interconnection is different than comments. Yeah. So Julia, on that scroll party, I would also pair that up with some texting, right? So that might be direct messages here on Facebook. It might be Project Broadcast, text messages, whatever that is. Make sure you're having that sideline conversation to go along with your scroll party. Yeah. Yeah. Pop-up idea for Shelly. Showing up daily for 9 days, either doing personal, group, and you've gotten some sales. Yeah. If we wait till we're ready, we'll be waiting for forever. Yes, Carmen, words of wisdom there. So true, right? How often do we have things on our to-do list and they're the hard things, so they fall to the bottom of the list, right? So how do we elevate those and do the hard things first and just do it? And like Anita said, it might be messy. As Julia said, it might be scary, but you're doing it. You're being brave. You're putting yourself out there and you're just going for it. Because what's worse that can happen? It flops. You try it again a different way, right? 2 fundraisers. Yeah, just showing up, talking about products. Incredible. So that's your challenge for the month of August. You're going to have to come back to this video and report back because I would love to hear what you're doing that you're not quite ready for. Why not just try something new? And what is on your list that's a little bit outside the box that's going to push you to do something to get those results that you've been wanting, but you maybe haven't been getting throughout the summer, right? I think that's also the reality. We're pivoting into fall season. It's August. People are thinking about back to school. They're also thinking about, well, maybe not quite yet, but they're starting to think about holidays and holiday shopping and gift giving. And we're rolling into a couple of the most profitable months of the year. So how do we do those things that maybe we're not ready for and just try something new and put ourselves out there? Yes. Oh, Angela's dropping quotes in here. I love it. I love it. Yeah, RSVP form, Julia. Yep. You're not bothering. You are not bothering us. I guarantee it. Oh my goodness. So, Lori, good question. For pop-ups, how much inventory do you recommend? How does it go without inventory? So you don't need a lot, right? So if you have inventory, that's great. And this goes for vendor events, pop-up events, any in-person events, right? So you can bring what you have and have some examples and let people demo products and get their hands on things and check them out. And then take orders, have your catalog right there, have order forms right there, have very clear instructions on how to place an order, right? Maybe you are sending them to a QR code for a link to shop. I think you'll get more orders, honestly, like paper and pencil if you can. But yeah, you can definitely you can definitely have a link for them to go shop. I would be really, really clear about what they need to do in order to place an order and what their deadline is to place that order also. If you have inventory, bring it. If you don't have inventory, that's okay. Just bring a selection of what you have to give people a feel for the quality. I mean, it really depends on your product, but a lot of times people want to see, they want to see the quality, they want to touch it, hold it, try it on, whatever that might look like for your business. So you don't have to bring a ton. You really don't. Yeah. But and again, that goes for vendor events, in-person events. Your goal is really to grab some leads from those events. So make sure you have a way, even if they don't order, to capture their information so you can follow up with them. Yeah. Samples. Exactly. If you have samples, perfect. Bring your samples. Yeah. And then you can email them and you'll have their information. Yep. So true. So true. Oh my goodness, you guys. Well, I am excited for you to make some things happen here in August. A reminder of just some upcoming things that we have going on. We have a brand new workshop coming up on August 22nd. It's called Wake Your Team Up for the Fall, right? So you can get registered for that and save your seat right now. It is open to the public. You don't have to be in the academy to participate. So we definitely invite your leadership team, your friends, and you can get signed up over at moderndirectseller.com/wake up. Or if you want the details texted to you, it's 619-760-2300 and just use the keyword leader. And this is definitely a workshop geared towards leaders that have big growth goals for the fall. So it's going to be a little bit smaller, a little bit more intimate group than some of our typical workshops because it is really designed for those that are in leadership or aspiring leaders. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited for it. It's all brand new content that we're bringing to you and very timely, given this is the time to wake everyone up and get them out there and doing some things. So excited for that workshop on the 22nd. We also have group coaching happening inside the Academy. Our guest masterclass for the month of August is Jessica Kane, the CEO and founder of Genie Chat, and she's going to come talk a little bit about the app that she's created and how you can track your customers and also use it as a keyboard shortcut as well. So I'm excited for that. Lots of good things happening across the board. My kids go back to school in a couple weeks. We got one last big travel trip of the summer. But so good to see everyone today. I hope to see you very, very soon. If you have questions, ideas, need a little encouragement to step outside your comfort zone and try something new, I gotcha. All right, my friends, thanks so much for being here. I will see you back next Monday, 9 o'clock Pacific, noon Eastern. I'll have the full report on Taylor Swift, as well as our trip to Toronto. All right, friends, talk to you soon. Take care.